So, how many people here have driven a car?
Yeah.
Great, excellent. And how many people have rode on a train or a plane? Yeah. Great. And how many of you have reported a dead body? Oh, just being weird. Okay. So a few months ago, I was driving home in the rain, and I went through the freeway underpass right near my house. I noticed a large sheath of whitish, clearish plastic, about 2 feet high and, let's say, 6 feet 1 inch long. At first, it looked like a bunch of bags that someone threw a tarp over, and my first thought was, this is not a safe area to store your belongings. Someone could steal them. The next day, I drove by again, and the pile was still there in the same location. But then, out of the corner of my eye, I saw what looked like the shape of a head and shoulders. I tried not to freak out, because I know myself, and I have a very active imagination. For example, on the freeway, if I see a rolled up carpet or a garbage bag, I immediately think there's a dead body inside, especially in the rolled up carpet. So whenever I'm in the car, I start seeing everything as the opening sequence to a CSI episode. So like 1 minute I'm driving down the 101, and then the next minute a bloody body drops on my windshield. Cut to a paramedic wrapping a blanket around me, and then the main character telling their boss I was the unlucky one who found the body, and then I'm never seen in the episode again. And I know my mind wanders into these dark places when I drive, but the head and shoulders look really real. I could have gone back to check, but I'm kind of a big chicken, and I didn't want to walk towards a potential dead body. Just my luck, I'd throw back the plastic, and there would be giant sewer rats going to town on his thigh muscle. So instead, see, that's where my mind goes. So instead, I did what a concerned citizen would, and you call the non-emergency police number. There is a number, not 911, because I figured if the guy was dead, it wasn't an emergency anymore. Because I had never reported anything before, I wasn't quite sure how to do it, and plus I wasn't 100% sure it was a dead body, so I hedged and buried the lead when I talked to the dispatcher. I noticed there was some stuff under the freeway, and it kind of looked like maybe there might be a body, and it was there yesterday and it hasn't moved, but it might be nothing, but it might be a dead body. The dispatcher was really friendly. I was like, okay, we'll send a car to check it out. So great, just send a car, drive by, poke it. So after I hung up, my mind started wandering even more. How did that person get there? Is he homeless? Does he have a family? How did he die? What did he look like? Was he old? Was it just his time? What if he doesn't have any identification on him? Will he be a John Doe? Will anyone go to his funeral? What if no one goes to his funeral? And right then, because I'm a good person, I decided I would go to his funeral. It was the least I could do. And these are the moments in life that make you a better person. As it was happening, I knew it was one of them. No longer would I be the person who looked away and shoved In-N-Out fries into my mouth when a disabled and drugged out woman knocked on my car asking for change. No longer would I lie to the double amputee in a wheelchair saying I didn't have any change as it rattled around in the bottom of my purse. I was going to be the person who holds up traffic because I'm going to give $1 to the homeless guy on the freeway ramp because he's being honest and needs the money for beer. So transitioning into this new lifestyle, Good Samaritan, Saint, Martyr, I called the police station again so I could find out more information about who this person was and of course where the funeral would be. As the line was ringing, this is like, by the way, 5 minutes later. So as the line was ringing, I all of a sudden heard like a shitload of police sirens and a helicopter over my house. And so where I saw it was like 2 minutes from my house. So I'm like, okay, either someone else called in the same dead body or they're coming after my dead body. And I realized I must have been right because why would they send a helicopter in the half of LAPD? And so my mind went into Act 2 of the CSI episode. The homeless man didn't die of natural causes. He was murdered. So the line's ringing, the dispatcher picks up, and he comments that there's 4, no 5, 6. Like, as he's talking to me, more cars are calling in that they're going to the scene of this dead body, which clearly the dispatcher did not relay my message of, it might be a dead body. So he gave me the case number and told me to call back in 20 minutes. So now I'm sitting in my house thinking, how did this guy get murdered? Who murdered him? Why did he get murdered? Did he deserve it? Did they cut him up into pieces? Would the murderers be upset that I reported the body? Would they come after me? And so I worked myself into a frenzy and came to the cliche conclusion that nothing really matters. Again, that was about 2 minutes later. So, then my phone rings, and it's the dispatcher from the police station. And I took a deep breath, and he's like, I called you back. I know you sounded kind of worried on the phone. Just wanted to let you know that it was just a homeless man sleeping. And I was really relieved. I was so relieved. And then I kind of got a little embarrassed, because I was like, I feel bad. I just woke him up. And I said this to the dispatcher, like I said that, and his response was, well, at least he knows someone cares. And at first I was like, yeah, you're right, I care, but when 6 squad cars and a helicopter come towards you, are you really, the first thing that comes to your mind is, someone cares! And these cops wanted nothing more than a dead body to uncover, so they could retell this story for months. Like, yeah, I was the one who found the dead body. But all they got was this dry, sleepy, homeless man who was under the freeway. It was like lose-lose for everyone. So, of course, with this phone call, my transformation into Mother Teresa ceased. If he had been dead, whether murdered or a heart attack, I'd be passing out granola bars to every person pushing a shopping cart and letting homeless people sleep in my living room, shaking my fist, never wanting it to happen again. But he wasn't dead, and somehow that absolved me from becoming a better human being. So my day did not end like a CSI episode where justice prevailed and the murderer got caught and the main character, while holding a female dog, says something quippy like, payback's a bitch. No, it kind of ended like every reality show with me shoving french fries into my face, making no contribution to society whatsoever, but still claiming I'm a good person. Thank you.